Hi. Hello, Gracie. Hi, Meg. Hi, Carlos. How's it going? How are you all? Nice to see you. Is everything all right with you this week, Gracie? Hiya, Jules. Hello. Watching Willy Wonka. Okay. I'll wait for a few more people to come on before I make a start. So I'm going to do my In Between Tarot prize draw tonight. And this is to win my cards from 2013. So I'll just get a few of those out to show you now. So this is a Majors Only deck. Yeah, so it's the same concept, the same in-between concept, but instead of numbers and the card names, I've given them different names. So we've got Between the Strength and the Hermit. I've called this one the Inner Guide. Hi, Intuitive Tarot readings. Hi, Joggle card readings. Thanks, Jules. I'm feeling a lot better. We had 2 weeks of flu, so we're just on the mend now. And my husband got a COVID test, which came out negative, which is fantastic. Which means that we've not had the coronavirus, and it's just been a really nasty bout of flu. So we are on the mend now. We're feeling a lot better. Hi, Mighty Leo. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Now I'm just showing off the cards that I'm going to be giving away in my prize draw tonight. So this is my In Between Tarot from 2013. And the in between stage for the Empress and the High Priestess I've called Twilight, so I've actually given them names, as you can see in the top. So these are a bit different again. Hi Megan, thanks for joining. And David Worthington was the graphic art designer on these cards. Hello Colette, thanks for joining. So those are the cards that I'm going to give away. And oh, thank you, I appreciate that. That's very kind. Yeah, we're all doing well. I hope you are all well as well. Hey Caroline, hello. So this is the book that I'm going to be giving away tonight. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is the book that goes with the cards. Hello, I am Mystic Tarot. And the book is, it's got the explanations, but it's also got a full page dedicated to the card graphic as well. And it goes into a bit more detail at the back about spreads, how you can use the cards. And it's a smaller deck because it's a Majors Only deck. So it hasn't got the 78 cards. It's got a bit of introduction and a bit of the background to the cards, how they started off, a bit about the concept as well. So yeah, there's the book and there's the cards. And I've got an in-between, hi Kate, oh thank you Colette, I've got an in-between tarot bag as well, which is on its way, but it's still in the post, so that should arrive with me at some point this week. So the lucky winner will get all three things sent out together, and I've put all the names into my hat to do the prize draw. It's really exciting, lots and lots of people have entered, so I've got loads of names to shuffle and pick out. So yeah, thank you very much for entering. It's been a really interesting and exciting thing to do this week. I've really enjoyed it. So I think I'll get that out of the way first of all. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And good luck everybody. I'm excited as well. I've never done this before. Okay. Nerve-wracking. I don't know why. Okay, so the lucky winner. Starbeam Tarot. I don't know if I've got Starbeam Tarot on tonight. it could be that Starbeam Tarot is not in the UK, so maybe tuning in at a different time, but well done, congratulations. And I will be getting your email address and your home address, so I will send you a message afterwards and we'll arrange how I can send this out to you. So congratulations, well done. Yes, Starbeam Tarot, fantastic. Hello Felipe. Okay, so that was my prize draw. So I'm gonna go into the card readings. Oh yeah, that's nice. Really excited to send that person a message afterwards. Alright, so I hope you've all had a nice week and it's been very calm and very chilled. Still lots of unusual things going on out there with local lockdowns, and there was actually a bit of a physical fight in my Aldi supermarket car park today. People getting very angry at each other. So yeah, that was interesting to see. Hi Emma. Okay, who are my air signs? So I'm going to do a reading for the air signs. I'll do then the fire signs, then the earth signs, then the water signs, and then I will be taking questions at the end. So if you've got any questions, or you just want me to pick a tarot card for you, I'm ready to do that. That's fine. Okay, so we start with the air signs. Another card for you air signs this week. So for you Libras, for you Aquarius, for you Geminis, is a card of emotional contentment, but needing to find that time for yourself. So I understand this card very well. My Aquarius friend has just come and paid me a visit, and she really needed time away from the kids, to just kind of like find herself, you know, find a little peace and quiet, a little bit of tranquility. So when the Eight of Cups comes up, hi Megan, air sign there, Gemini. Yeah, Eight of Cups, you know, you get to the point where you need to walk away to just kind of cool off, just kind of calm down as well. It can be where you're getting really bad anxiety when it gets to the 8, because the 8 is like a build-up of emotions. As you can imagine, numerology, it's getting towards the 10, so you've got that build-up. And when you're moving through to the 9, yeah, it's just needing to find a little bit of happiness for yourself, taking a little bit of time out and looking after your own needs. So we can see, yeah, the lady in the boat here. She's on her own, tranquil, content. So yeah, this is a card for you air signs for this week. Focus on yourself, look after your own needs, and make sure other people are aware that that's what you need as well. Okay, I'll pull an angel card for you. How's that sound for you, Megan? A nice, tranquil, calm week. Much needed, the cards say. And that's you too, Colette. No worries. And it goes really well with the card of reflection. So yeah, self-reflection, looking inward, you know, paying attention to your thoughts, to your subconscious, to your feelings as well. So just looking back on the recent weeks and, you know, thinking, how's everything going with you and life in general? It's a really nice card. Hi Sorgina. Thank you very much for entering the competition. The winner was, alright, okay. The winner was Starbeam Tarot. Yeah, and I should show that to you all as well. So, lots and lots of names in the hat, but we could only have one winner. I wish I had a tarot deck to give to you all, but it was my very last one. So, well, nice competition, I think, yeah. I want to do a competition every week. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm going to do the fire signs. And one for me with my Aries sun sign. Has anybody got any fire rising or a fire moon? So you can read it for the different positions of your birth chart as well. Hi Kroner's book. Just doing the fire signs. Is there anybody that's got loads and loads of fire in their birth chart, or is there anybody that's lacking in fire completely? It's really interesting to look at that. So if you don't have any fire in your birth chart, how does that affect you? If you've got too much fire, is it too intense? Does it make you too much of a fiery person? Hi. So you fire signs out there, 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is where you're looking at other people within your circle. So it's an emotional card. It's about making connections. It's joining together with others. And it's a very happy card as well. So perhaps you've got something in mind to do with important people in your life this week. And it will be quite a joyous occasion. It will be very enjoyable. And it could be just that you've not seen this other person for quite some time. Yeah, so I'm thinking about these bubbles that we've got at the moment with the COVID situation. You know, people being allowed to see each other for the first time in ages. You know, people being in isolation and actually getting out to see their family and loved ones. There's a situation in the UK this week with a lady who's in a care home, very old, suffering with dementia, and the family actually asked to have her taken out so they could look after her at home. So that really reminds me of this card here. It's being with the people that you love, being with those important people. And it's just a card of, yeah, enjoyment and happiness. So that's for you fire signs. You've got a nice time this week. And I'll do your angel card. For the people that have just joined us, I did pick a winner, and he or she has not come on yet, so it will be a big surprise to them, and it was Starbeam Tarot. So if anybody knows Starbeam Tarot, please let them know, and I'm really looking forward to emailing them and getting in touch with them after this reading. Very exciting. For you fire signs, you have got the card of the Universal Heart. Okay, so it's a very spiritual card as well. And for those people who are quite religious, you know, that worship a god or worship gods, you know, that religion and that spiritual focus will be very important this week. And perhaps it ties in with the people that you're meeting with. Perhaps it is going to be a spiritual or a religious occasion. It could even be, you know, something that demands like religious vows, something like a marriage, or it could be a baptism. So yeah, very much interested in spirituality this week for those fire signs that are out there. Okay, so I'm going to do the earth signs next. Who is an earth sign? What earth have we got there in our group? I always say it, I'm lacking in earth. So any other earth signs that I've got around me are most welcome. There's my imbalance. No earth in my birth chart. Hey Jules. What sign are you again? You told me last week. Oh, Kroner's book. So you're a Capricorn. And Jules, did you say you're a Taurus? So we're all about the water signs this week. It's all about emotions. Cups, emotions, water, overflowing. Oh, you are a Taurus. Oh, my God, I remembered. Right, okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups to the 2 of Cups. So the Ace is like a seed. And once planted, it sprouts into something, it grows. So there is a seed of emotional well-being, of contentment, of happiness. And you can see at the side of the lake there is a second person. So when we're moving from the Ace to the 2, it's all about sharing those emotions with another person. And it could be somebody that you've you've not even met yet. So it could be a real emotional connection that you're going to have this week, and it could be completely brand new as well, so that's very exciting. So pay attention to those people and those connections that you make this week, as they will be quite significant and important. So this is a nice card. So she's completely oblivious of the person who's in the distance there, but that person will be quite significant, if not for the rest of her life, but for this week. Okay, so watch out for that, and how this affects you and how it resonates is a very, very nice card. Hi Ruth. I have actually got the Ace of Cups tattooed on my back, and it reminds me of forgiveness actually. Yeah, I wanted it as a card of forgiveness, so I really like that Ace of Cups because it is just a nice flow of energy, the flow of water, the flow of emotions, the free flow of emotions. And it's the very start, you know, before things get complicated, as emotions often can. The Ace is a very nice, clear card. So I'll pick an angel card for you as well. A few earth signs. Hello, it's Sharit and Cat23. Hello. I'm just doing some cards for the earth signs. I've just pulled the Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups about significant connections, significant emotional connections that you will make this week. And so the angel card for the earth signs for Taurus and Capricorn and Virgo is answered prayer. So this other person that you're going to come into contact with this week is something that you've been thinking about and wishing about for quite a while. So yeah, answered prayers, answered dreams this week. The universe has heard what you've asked for and are granting you your wishes. So this looks like a really lovely week for you earth signs. Very exciting. You'll have to let me know next week how that resonated, because that seems particularly interesting. Okay. I'll be putting these cards up in my feed afterwards, so I'll be taking a snapshot picture of them so you can revisit them for the different elements. And finally, I'm going to do a card for you water signs, and then I'm going to be taking questions. So if you've got any specific questions that you want to ask me, feel free to type them up in the chat, and I'll pull a card for you. Okay, a very important appointment tomorrow. Oh, right, okay. So I won't ask any more than that. That sounds quite cryptic. Water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. You have a swords card. So the swords card's being about thoughts, about the intellect. And depending on which end of the spectrum they fall in, so if it's closer to the Ace, you know, you've got clear thoughts. If it's closer to the 9 and the 10, too many thoughts can spiral into anxiety. So yeah, think about the numerology with that as well. So for you water signs, you've got the 4 to the 5, so you're really midway with the whole thought process. And it's telling you to be careful as well. So the person on the floor, you know, has been relaxing, and perhaps needed that time out to kind of meditate and everything, but the people in the background they're not always trustworthy, so you've got to be really aware of your surroundings and aware of the people that are around you, because they might not be on the same wavelength as you, and some people can be actively nasty sometimes. So yeah, to just really be careful and watch your back this week, you water signs. Hi Moon Garden Magic. Nice to see you. Just doing the water signs, yeah, so this is a card of, a little bit of a warning, and just to be careful and be aware that perhaps people don't always wish you the best. So just to kind of be on the back foot, and be aware about people around you. Hello, nice to see you. And I'll do an angel card for you. So I always find that position of the midway swords a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky. Hi, Mimi. Nice to see you. And for the people that have just joined, I did the earlier draw for the competition. So these were the names in the hat, and I pulled out Starbeam Tarot, who is the winner of the book and the cards and the tarot bag. So we have a winner. Okay, an angel card for you water signs. Expectancy. Right, okay. So this is saying to me, you know, that you've got your heart's desire in mind. You know, you have something very specific that you're kind of waiting for and you're wanting to materialize. And when it matches with this card, it's saying maybe you have a rethink, you know. Are the people that you want around you at the moment the people that you should have in your life? Yeah. Just be aware that the expectations that you have may not meet the reality of the situation that you're going to encounter this week. So yeah, it's just to be a little bit aware. And sometimes this could be like rose tinted glasses as well, you know, trying to see everything as really positive and then missing the little deceptive points. Yeah, if that makes sense. So, does anybody have any questions for me? And if you don't have a question, you could just put your hand up and I will pull a card for you. You're all really, 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 really quiet. Who would like a card? I'll shuffle while you're thinking about it and I'll check my my question box. Are you all thinking of questions? Okay, Moon Garden Magic would like a card. And then I'll do Kroner's book. Okay. And then Jules, you want one? Okay. Moon Garden Magic. The card I have pulled for you is Sun to the Judgment. So a big change in your life going through at the moment. So the Sun, you know, is about optimism, it's about happiness, it's about positivity. And when the Judgment, when it moves across to the Judgment, things get a little bit heavy, you know. It's trying to understand what's going on around you, and looking back on your life and kind of reflecting, have I done the right thing? Have these been the right moves for me? So yeah, the Sun to the Judgment is a big stage, yeah, and you can feel that it's a bit heavy as well at times, but very, very, very spiritual, yeah, because it's about finding your right path, the right pathway in life for you. Okay. Does that make sense? Kroner's book, I'm going to do a card for you. Kroner's book. No, you're welcome. No problem. Kroner's book, you have got the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. So when we look at the Queen moving through to the King, it's about stepping up, and it's about stepping up in the realms of emotion. So this is taking care of other people, but also really looking after yourself. So the King of Cups is reminding you not to get too emotionally overwrought about things, okay? So he can be very emotionally intelligent, very good at looking after other people, very good at looking after himself as well, but doesn't let things get to him too much. So that is the message for you this week. It's saying to be very strong emotionally. Hi, Mystical Fae Tarot. I did the competition before the pull, and the winner was Starbeam Tarot. So just for those people who are joining who was wondering about the result for the competition, so yeah, I'm going to be getting in touch with Starbeam Tarot afterwards. Kroner's book, thank you, you'll need it. Alright, okay, I'm glad that resonates with you. Fantastic. So now I'm going to do one for Jules for a new job. Okay. Okay. So Jules, with your new job, you've got the card of Justice moving through to the Hanged Man. So the decision that you made was the right one for you, but it's saying that as it's moving across into the Hanged Man, that there's going to be a waiting period now until you're going to find out more detail. Right, and the Hangman is saying, you know, this is the sacrifice, literally, that you've made for this important decision that you want to materialise in your life. So as you can see in the picture, we've got the person with the scales, all about trying to find the right balance for you in your life. So there's a lot of Libra in there. Yeah, and it shows the pathway there moving through to the Hanged Man. So just saying that there's still a little bit of time before you're going to find out the full details of what's happening, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do one now for Moon Garden Magic. Moon Garden Magic, I'll pull a card for you. Still not seeing Starbeam Tarot yet. Okay, no problem. Moon Garden Magic, you have the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. So the Knight of Cups can sometimes be a little bit unstable. So it's a little bit of a drama queen with the Knight of Cups. So when it's moving into the Queen of Cups, it's saying about being calm and about really looking inward. So the Queen of Cups is like an inward energy, very sensitive, very empathetic, very intuitive. Yeah, so paying attention to your intuition and your spirit guides as well. Dreams will be really important to you at the moment. And it's saying that things are going to get a little bit more stable, so they may have been a bit more emotionally rocky, and this week things will start to calm down a little bit. You'll feel a little bit better about how everything's turning out in your day-to-day life. If that makes sense. Okay, so my next card is for Mimi. Mimi. I hope I said that right. Card for Mimi. The card you've got is the 3 of Coins to the 4 of Coins. Okay, so this is working hard. This is your day-to-day stuff. This is your job. This is about networking with other people. So it's saying to pay attention to the people that are making themselves present in your working environment, because they're quite important. So making sure that you are advertising yourself, that you are networking, that you're getting your name out there and you're getting known, you know. So people are recognising you for your hard work at the moment, and it's just saying to make the most of the contacts that you've got around you, if that makes sense. Okay, Sorgina. Is Sorgina or Sorgina? I apologise. You want a card about your love life? No problem. I will do that. Okay. Love life. 4 to the 5 of Cups. Yes. So, the 4 of Cups can sometimes, you know, be a card where you're feeling a little bit fed up with the person that you're with. There's a little bit of boredom and just not kind of seeing eye to eye as suggested in this card. So you can see they're back to back. They're not looking at each other. The hand from the cloud above is saying to them, you know, come on guys, sort this out. You know, this can be sorted out. It doesn't have to be like this. And because it's a minors card as well, it's not a serious serious issue really. If it was a major card, they're the really big, deep, serious energies. But the minor card, the day-to-day stuff, you know, we can overcome. It's easy to overcome. So you're kind of in this midway process with the 4 to 5. Just feeling a little bit meh. A bit bored and a bit fed up. Yeah. So it's saying for these two people to be able to get on, you need to actually turn around, look at each other and have that conversation. Yeah, about how things are going. Does that make sense? Yeah. There's a little bit of work to be done this week with regards to emotions and communication. Is anybody else wanting a card? Is there anybody that I have missed off? I don't think I've done one for Mystical Fae Tarot. You still there, Mystical Fae Tarot? I think I'll do a card for you as well, and then I feel like I've done one for everybody. Colette, are you still on? I know your connection's not the best, you sometimes drop off. Mystical Fae Tarot, a card for you, fantastic. The Magician to the High Priestess. Okay, so this is about going inside, being spiritual, being a really powerful person for other people to look up to. So that's you this week, doing some really important spiritual work, yeah. Making things happen. Yeah, so you can see the Magician there in the High Priestess's temple. So yeah, this is a real big spiritual time for you. Yeah, of course you can, Colette. No problem. I thought you dropped off, but you're still there. So you want one for your daughter's new venture. That's great. No problem. Ooh, Ace to the 2 of Coins. I love it. So yeah, the Ace is that seed, and the coins is the new job, and the 2 is saying that it's a fantastic start. You know, with the 2, she's still got another choice that she could go for, but I think that the right one is kind of the one that she's gone for, if you see what I mean. So yeah, when you're approaching the 2, there is something else that she could be doing, but I think she's made the right choice. And this one is just talking about time as well, so just saying like the timing's right with it. And because it's an Ace, you know, it's a seed, so she's very in the early stages, and it's very exciting. So yeah, it's a good sign. It's a nice card. It's saying about meeting with other people when it gets to that too. Okay. Right, everybody. Yeah, 2 choices, but yeah, I think the one that she's gone for is the right one. So that's good. You have to tell her about that Ace to the 2. I don't know, I've got a cup of tea here, I've not even touched it, that's not like me. Right, it was really nice to see you all tonight, and thank you so much for joining me, especially with the prize draw as well. So really excited to get in those cards book and tarot bags sent out this week, and I will be back on next Sunday. Lovely to speak to you. Have a great week, everybody. Take care. Yeah, look after yourselves. Okay. Good night, everyone.